This segment sponsored by the Fort Wayne Police Department. I am at the Fort Wayne Police Academy, and guess what? It's recruitment time. If you've ever considered becoming a police officer, well, now's the time. They have open enrollment until May 29th, and stay tuned because today we're going to learn all about what it takes to become a police officer. Let's do it. I am now joined by Allison Hawthorne, who is the recruiter and patrol officer here for the Fort Wayne Police Department. Hi, Allison.
Hi.
It's good to join you. Okay, so you all are doing some heavy recruiting right now.
Yes.
So if someone has thought about becoming a police officer, now's the time.
Yes.
Okay, so tell me about your recruitment program.
So I am the full-time recruiter for the Fort Wayne Police Department. I've been on for about 6 years now. We have applications open currently. They opened on the 1st of April, and they open until May 29th.
Okay.
This is for the 71st Basic Recruit class that will be starting in early 2027.
Okay, well that's exciting. So if someone's listening and they're thinking about, should I become a police officer? What do you think are some qualities that one would possess?
Someone who is an honest person, somebody who is hardworking, who wants to help people. It's a full-time job. It is 24/7, 365 and beyond. We don't have holidays off. We don't have weather off. We don't have anything off, but it's just somebody who wants to be a part of a family and work towards something.
Yeah, and so what drew you personally to becoming an officer?
Personally, just wanting to work with other people. I think it's important. We have a very diverse city, and I think it looks great that our department reflects our city and the diversity of our city. Before I worked in mental health and addiction, and I worked with a bunch of people. Sometimes we had really good experiences with officers, and sometimes we did not have good experiences. So just kind of trying to be a part of that change and help be a part of the change that we need. And policing, I think a lot of times people just see policing as all you do is take people to jail, and it's so much more than that.
That's so good. Being an advocate really for the community is what you all do. So I love that you wanted to make a difference. Okay, so let's talk about the steps. If someone's like, okay, this sounds like something I'm interested in, what is the first step to recruitment?
So the first step would be to fill out your application. The application's on the city website, the city of Fort Wayne, and then contacting the recruiter. So you can contact me, I'm the full-time recruiter, and text JOINFWPD to 260-233-9850. And then that'll get you in contact with me, and I will help you get to the next step.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, so they submit the application. Deadline is May 29th, remember that. And then after that, what is next?
The next step will be the written exam. The written exam will be held sometime in June. It's here in town. You'll get an email from our Academy's secretary, and she will tell you when and where to be. You confirm with her that you're coming, and then you come take the written test.
Now, is that something you study for, or is that just off the cuff? Okay.
So there is an exam study guide that is on the FWPD website. If you go on there, it's a candidate guide to help you just kind of get an idea of what's going to be on the test.
Okay, so then they accomplish the written test, and then what's after the written?
After the written would be the fit test.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Is that like what we see in movies where you're coming in and like how long can you hold this and how much can you lift and all that?
Yeah. So the written test or the fit test, we are doing the prior fit test that we've been doing for ILEA. We have not switched to the obstacle course. It starts with a 14-inch vertical jump. This next step is 25 sit-ups in a minute. Okay. The next step is a 300-meter sprint in 82 seconds. And then you have 21 male-style push-ups and without stopping, and a mile and a half in 17 minutes and 30 seconds.
Oh, okay. That sounds like a test for sure. Okay, so after they pass the fit test, what's the next step?
The next step would be a panel oral interview with members of our department. There are members of our command staff and a couple officers who are on the panel who you come dress professionally for the job that you want and do a panel interview.
Okay, and then once that's done, I mean, that's 3 steps. Okay, they make it through that, and then is it wait?
After that, you start the background investigation. You'll be assigned a background investigator who will come to your house, who will do a thorough investigation of your background and kind of make sure that there's nothing in there that shouldn't be in there, and make sure you're a qualified candidate.
And then there's a series of tests, like psychological tests and stuff like that?
Yes, so then you do a psychological test and interview, and then you do a physical. The physical is done for the pension board.
Wow, okay, so this takes place throughout the rest of this year, really?
Yes.
Okay, and then after that, they wait to learn if they have been accepted into the academy.
Yes, so when you get to the end, you will have a board of safety interview, and then you will be given a conditional offer, and the academy would start in early 2027.
Okay, exciting, and that's what we're standing in right now, in the middle of the academy. There are classes that are taking place behind us. This is a beautiful facility.
Yes.
Yes, very exciting for someone who is considering this. And then once they okay, let's move on to 2027. They make it.
Yes.
They're now in the academy. What does that look like?
The academy is 23 weeks long. It's Monday through Friday. It's here in Fort Wayne. So one of my favorite parts about our academy is the people that you go through the academy with are people that you are going to work the streets with.
Okay.
So I'm working here at the academy now with academy staff who I went through the academy with. People that I will have lifelong relationships and friendships with. You come down Monday through Friday. It's from about 8 to 5. You're learning firearms, you're learning defensive tactics, you're learning emergency vehicle operations, criminal law, traffic law, and policies and procedures of the Fort Wayne Police Department. All of our training is based on Fort Wayne Police Department.
Yeah.
Whereas if you go to ILEA, that's all, I mean, it's broad. You're learning from Fort Wayne Police Department instructors, people that you'll see again, people that'll be your FTOs, people that you'll work on the streets with. 23 weeks long, paid. You get to go home every night, so you don't have to stay the night here. You get to eat your own food, whatever you pack, whatever you decide.
Yeah.
And after 23 weeks, you graduate the academy, and you get a badge and a gun, and you are now a police officer. Now you are on the field training. Field training is 6 months, each month with a different officer, going to calls, going to 911 calls, going to do traffic accidents, doing traffic stops, and kind of learning how to use what you've learned in the academy in real life.
Wow, that is so exciting. I mean, to think about, and if they apply this year, I mean, in a year and a half, really, they can really be out there doing something, making an impact in the community. Okay, so we have application May 29th. You have an oral, you have written, a fit test, an oral, a whole other slew of tests. And then once you start the academy, that's for 6 months, and then field training is for 6 months. And then let's talk about just the trajectory of a career being a police officer. So what are opportunities once they get that experience as a patrol officer?
So once you get experience as a patrol officer, you have opportunity to go on and be something else on the department. You can be a detective. We have detectives in vice and narcotics, gang and violent crime unit. We have detectives who work in homicide and detectives who work in street crimes units. We have full-time school resource officers that work in schools full-time in our middle schools currently. We have canine handlers. We have digital forensics officers who collect digital evidence. We have lots of other things and opportunities. Some of them are in addition to being a patrol officer. So if you get on the SWAT team, you can be a SWAT officer, but you're still a patrol officer. If you're a hostage negotiator, you're still a patrol officer, but if they have a call out or a need for a hostage negotiator, they page that team and that team goes out. We have our drone pilots and our air support unit. We have our detectives who work cases like domestic batteries or crimes against persons, and then beyond that, getting promoted. So usually after about 10 plus years, people will start to take the promotional exam and get promoted to a sergeant. Beyond that, we have a lieutenant and a captain and deputy chief. So some people like to go the role of getting promoted and going further in that and being a supervisor in the department.
Wow, that is incredible. You really broke that down for me, because there really are so many opportunities to branch out into and really just to grow in the area that one desires. Okay, so tell me that name, that text again, Allison, if someone wants to reach you.
So text JOINFWPD to 260-233-9850.
All right, thank you so much for breaking it down. All right, you heard it here. Now is the time to make the consideration if you would like to join the Fort Wayne Police Department. We'll have that number and text on the screen right now, and you can go to their website for more information as well, and I'll see you after the break. This segment sponsored by the Fort Wayne Police Department.